Hi there, my name's Stevie P. I want to do a guide on how to defeat the Trypapolises. I think that's what they're called. You come across them when you're doing the Chocobo search quest in Chapter 14, In Search of Hope. So basically, with this fight, it's not like one of the big bosses, but they are quite annoying to defeat. And I wanted to do this guide because I wanted to particularly show you some of the mechanics of Barret with this weapon, Steel Pincers, and charging uppercut. It's actually amazing having Barret as a melee character. Like, I mean, I love having him ranged as well, but having him melee is pretty awesome. So you still get to use his focus shot ability, even though it's a shot, and I don't know how he does it from pincers, but never mind, you can still do focus shot. But overcharge becomes overrun. So his special ability becomes overrun, where he basically charges like a rugby tackle and then does a kind of people's elbow attack with his pincers on the ground at the end, which is great. And that overrun, so it's really powerful. But then he also has an ability called charging uppercut, which, as you can see, I'm still training him up on. And that also generates charge. So you can basically alternate between charging uppercut and overrun and make him into this kind of non-stop running rugby tackler in fights. And obviously, if there's more than one enemy in front of him, he'll get them all. So it's really, really useful. So I wanted to showcase that in this battle in particular. So, and this time I'm glad to say I feel they're all useful. Cloud, Tifa, and Barret, all really, really useful. So we're going to start out just by, well, first of all, we'll get Tifa to just build up some chi, so unbridled strength, and then do a nice bit of area of effect attack with Cloud doing his deadly dodge. And then I'm going to jump over to Barret, and he's already got overrun. So at the start of the battle, he starts fully charged. And there you can see how that's built up a lot of his ATB. So overrun builds up ATB, and then overcharge, charging uppercut builds up charge. So you can basically build up charge with charging uppercut until you can do overrun, then do overrun, build up ATB, so that you can do charging uppercut. And basically Barret could just keep going against one of them like this for the entire fight, right? And they wouldn't get a chance to do a thing. Okay, now, so I just wanted to show you that mechanic. Now, Trypapolis A is doing the dance. Now, you might think, if you were to scan them, what it would tell you is if you interrupt them while they're dancing, they create a clone of themselves called Proto-Trypapolis, I think. And you might think, well, I don't want another enemy on the battlefield, so let's not do that. But the thing is, these guys are extremely resistant to physical damage, so let's just do a physical and magical damage. So let's do a braver attack on Trypapolis A, and I'll show you. 173 damage, right? That's nothing. But as you can see, it's created, it's not targetable at the minute, but it's created this sort of mimic of itself. The thing is, you really want to destroy the mimic, right? Because doing that damages the originator, so whichever it came from, so Trypapolis A, a significant amount. So it's a good thing to interrupt them while they're dancing, so that they create these proto-Trypapoli, I guess if that's the plural, and you can defeat those and do a bunch of damage to the original. Okay, so when they do, you always want ATB. I always want ATB on Cloud because it means that he can get around all of them and interrupt all of them in the event that one of them does something like this. So Air Auger. So I'm gonna get Barret to interrupt because he can, and then I want to see how Tifa is doing with the Proto Trypapolis. There we go. We'll just keep her going against it. Now I reckon a Star Shower might finish him off. Let's just have a look. Maybe not. Yes. Okay. So remember, this Proto-Trypapolis came from Trypapolis A, which has been pressured and been shot up into the air and a decent amount of damage done. Now it actually did more damage than we just saw there because I was a bit slow at targeting it, but it does a decent chunk, takes a decent chunk off, and it didn't take very long at all to kill the proto version. So let's just do more of the same. Dive kick. That's going to create us this other one here, which we want. And now I think it's time for Cloud to do his triple slash, just to stop that air auger from going off. And now we need Cloud to get ATB back as quickly as possible. So as you can see, we're basically using all of them. When they do Screech, you just want to block. If you block in time, they hardly do any damage. But if they hit you, then they just sort of, it incapacitates you briefly. So jump back to Tifa. And she's just going to keep hammering away at this guy until she can do a dive kick. So let's do the dive kick and just see who have we hurt. There, that shows you how much health is being taken off. So really, this battle, it's more about destroying the protos so that you can do that significant damage to the originals. That's what this is really about. Okay, let's get Barret to overrun this guy. It dodged out of the way. It's not the end of the world. But I think in fact, did someone else get it? Yeah, I think Tifa punched him or something, and that interrupted him. So we still got him. Need to block because of that Screech. Now, where's the Proto? Okay, the Proto is going for Tifa. Yeah, so let's do charging uppercut. So that's the only thing with Barret, is he is just a little bit slow, but the attacks are powerful. So now he can do overrun. I'm pretty sure that will finish him off. And there, look at that damage that's just been done. Really decent damage. Jump back to Cloud, and now in the meantime, I was going to jump back to Cloud to interrupt the air auger, but I don't have to because it was that Trypapolis that was doing the air auger. And when Barret defeated the proto of it, it interrupted it by obviously shooting it up into the air. So that's fantastic. Cloud is, though, just about ready, though, to do something. So, well, may as well, because the other one started doing air auger. So he gets a nice triple slash in there. Jump back to Tifa. And let's just get some chi. Managed to block in time. Just about. So she's chi level 3. She's really good at chi level 3 at just kind of... she's good at chi level 3 at just taking down the proto versions really quickly. Like, she can just do one rise and fall, perhaps, that, you know, and that would take them out. So I like having her on chi level 3. Okay, we'll do the charging uppercut. And that's interrupted the air auger. Let's run over to this thing here and let's overrun. And then we've got another proto thing that we can attack. He's right there. Haha. Good to see that they miss as well sometime. Okay, so that's built up the charge and now overrun. That should do it. Yes, it has. Nice fat amount of damage. And that one. Jump over to Tifa. This one's doing dance, and it's landed in the wrong spot because now I can probably hit them both with Star Shower. Let's just see. Yeah, did we even get... Because one of them was... we didn't do any actual damage to that one. But to the Proto Trypapolis, but still, we managed to damage them both with Star Shower, which is pretty good. Okay, so now let's just do a braver attack on if he can hit it, because they move quite quickly. Let's see if he gets it. He got it, which is great. I don't know if it was Trypapolis A that we interrupted or not. Barret is a little bit far away, so we are going to have to interrupt using Cloud. Okay, so we've stopped the air auger. Now, this one's doing air auger as well. but that's quite alright. Charging uppercut will do the trick. Then let's just use an overrun. Charging uppercut and overrun are the same. Really, the difference is just at the end of the one he, knocks them up, and at the other end of the other he knocks them down. So really similar moves. Let's get Cloud back some ATB. Oh, I was targeting the wrong ones here. Okay, hopefully we're still in time. Yeah, that's fine. So you get the idea now, and then really the rest of it is just about kind of doing as much as you can to interrupt them and make sure that they don't get a chance. Oh, I forgot that we've actually got a proto in here. There we go. Just get her to do one rise and fall, and that defeated it, which is very cool. Let's get her Chi level 3 again. Jump over to Barret. Can he hit them both? Yes, he can. Then just charging uppercut. And he gets them both again. This is beautiful, isn't it? I really, really like Barret as melee. And then he can overrun again. I mean, he's just become the star of the show here. And then just charging uppercut. Yes, it's good fun. He's far away from Screech. Overrun this poor thing. Look at that, this poor thing, he's just not going to get a chance at all charging uppercut. And we could just keep going with that all day. But I don't know if I feel a little bit bad about that. Let's just... Okay, let's just... Oh, he's too far away. Cloud was too far away for his triple slash to prevent the air auger going off. But I don't mind taking a little bit of damage because they're taking such a hammering, right? How far away is it? Can he interrupt? Yes, he can. So just interrupted it. Let's get Tifa. Rise and fall, will that finish it off? Yeah, nearly. Let's get another proto thing. Okay, so where is it? There it is. There we go. And defeating that was enough to end the battle. So, there you go. That is how to win that fight. I find it a lot of fun, especially with Barret. Just like if it was just him against, I think even just him against two of them, you'd be able to just take them out, just constantly overrunning and then charging, uppercutting them from start to finish. So I think that's a really fun fight when you understand how the mechanics work, and especially if you're using Barret. And yeah, I felt it was nicely balanced. Like each of them have a role, and I love it when you get fights where each of them have like a really important role. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know any feedback if you've got any. All the best.